As a family life, faith as a kid growing up, grew up Lutheran, went to church every Sunday and the Bible schools through the summer. And as a kid, I always had hopes and dreams of being a semi-driver. And when I turned 18 and graduated high school, I found you had to be 21 to cross state lines. And obviously the accident happened right when I was old enough to cross state lines. There were deer coming across the road. I swerved to miss them. I was in a pickup. It rolled 3 times, twice end over end and once on the right side. When it landed, I was ejected half in, half out, and when they found me, I was paralyzed. Fortunately, there was a guy behind me about a mile, mile and a half, and we're kind of hilly on the Highway 58, so he was behind me, but he could see headlights in front of him. No more headlights. He knew something was wrong, so when he looked ahead of him, I should have been on a hill. There was no headlights, so he went back to where he thought roughly there were no longer headlights, started hollering, and we found each other. They could not say yes or no, for sure what was wrong with me, so they took me to St. Francis Medical, which is the hospital in Grand Island. Labor Day weekend, back in 2000, they had a on-call neurosurgeon. Of course, he was not there, so we called Lincoln. They were not sure. They called Omaha, and they said for sure they had 2 on staff at the med center. It was foggy that night, so they were going to transfer me by air. Due to the fog, they couldn't put the helicopter in the sky, so I had to go ground from Grand Island to Omaha. They weren't 100% when I got to Omaha, so they tried traction on me. That is where you more or less stretch your body, and then the pain hit, and I told them, I said, you can do it maybe one more time, but this pain's getting very excruciating. And the third time I told them, no more of the traction, and that's when they said, well, then we have to do surgery. They went in and did what they call a routine neuro neck surgery. It paralyzed at C6, C7. They said my spinal cord's bruised, possibly crushed. They put my bones back into line and used metal rods or metal straps and screws. I have screws at the top and the bottoms of the plates holding my neck together. It is a complete life change. A lot of people say, wow, this is very difficult. Do you feel the depressed or the real down low? Actually, myself, I do not. I had something kind of inspiring happen to myself. During the surgery, I still am lost, may not know till the end of my life, but I guess was pronounced no longer here or dead for roughly 30 to 45 seconds, and it actually shut the machines off. I went someplace, I was talking to someone, my hands were in his hands. I actually, before I came back, asked, something's wrong with me, and whoever I was speaking with said, everything will be fine, you must go back. Guy came in, I was told a Lutheran minister said whatever they say when they believe you are gone, and as they were turning away, obviously sobbing and all of that, walking away, I woke up and said, where are you guys going? The ultimate prayer or ask would be to walk again, but do not know if that will happen. It can happen, and very powerful if and when it does, and maybe that's what he meant by he was not through with me, and time will tell.